Look around. There's a brutal truth nobody's saying out loud, but it's screaming through every hallway of venture capital's shiny towers. Some of the very best deals, the startups with fire in their eyes and storms in their minds, aren't knocking on the doors of the biggest funds anymore. They're skipping entire institutions, entire processes, and going straight to venture partners, straight to people who get it, people who are the edge, not the center. And if this sounds like a betrayal, maybe it is. But it's also a brutal wake up call. You've got to feel this in your bones. The system you rely on, this machine you helped build, is quietly losing the rarest jewels. It's losing the game, and maybe it's time to stop pretending everything is fine. Because here's the thing: as an investor, as a venture partner, as a leader, there's a sneaking frustration that eats at you. You watch deals vaporize. You see founders walking past the big names, the familiar logos, the fat checks, and you wonder, what went wrong? Why do some of the smartest founders, the ones who tweak reality and build futures, choose you, skipping everything you thought was the right path? It stings, not just pride, but trust and survival. Because you understand what's at stake. It's not just money, it's the future. It's who gets to build, who gets to shape the world, who gets to play with fire and not get burned. The old game is dying. The old structures, big funds with their endless layers of approval, their rigid rules, their tired promises of stability, these don't cut it anymore. Founders smell it. They feel that creeping coldness, the slow grind of system and bureaucracy, the weight of consensus and compromise. They don't want partners who just sign checks. They want allies who burn with the same fire. They crave connection, not contracts. They want space to be radically themselves, to push boundaries that funds just can't handle. The world's moving too fast, the stakes getting too high, and the glue that held the old venture model together, it's cracking, falling apart. But what does this truly mean for someone in your shoes? It means the crisis is yours to solve. The frustration, the pain, it's rooted in something real: disconnection. The best founders aren't showing up because the system doesn't speak their language anymore. It's complicated, it's sluggish, it's scared of the rare, the exceptional, the dangerous ideas that don't fit the norm. The solution isn't to just throw more money at the problem or to shout louder in boardrooms. It's to break open the system, to tear down the walls, preventing true connection between the raw brilliance that's misaligned and the power waiting to amplify it. You're sitting on the edge of a revolution you don't control. The good deals aren't lost. They're just finding new routes, new maps, new partners. Ones who get the core truth. Exceptional people don't want to be domesticated. They don't want another investor to tame them. They want someone who fuels their fire, someone who sees their chaos, their vision, their madness, and partners in it. The old models were built for safety, predictability, maybe even control. But this new dynamic demands boldness, ruthlessness even. It demands you shed the comforting cloak of conventional wisdom and step into the wild, unfinished future of true partnership. Here's the hard truth. If you want to stop losing those best deals, you don't just need to change your pitch, your portfolio, or your branding. You need to become something different. Not just a fund or a name, but a force that radiates understanding and freedom. You need to become a partner who embodies sovereignty, someone who doesn't bring rules, but a willingness to question, to unlearn, to become. The founder you want is hunting that, not the one who'll fit the mold, but the one who'll blow it up. This is why forging real, raw, fully human connections is the game changer. Not networks full of checks and contracts, but networks pulsating with aligned intent, respect for radical difference, and a hunger to transform reality. Your value isn't in controlling deals anymore. It's in how you curate your connections. The few who burn like you do, the rare individuals whose fire, when met with yours, creates unstoppable wildfire. That's your real power. That's the revolution rolling beneath every missed call from a founder choosing the partner who lets them become more, not less. And here's the kicker. This transformation isn't quick. The world rewards the polished, the neat, the safe bets. But true power waits for no one. It favors those who play the long game, the patient, the selective, Those ruthless about who they stand with, about why they invest, and what it means. The founders who skip funds, they're betting on that patience too. They want depth, not noise. They want partnership, not problem solving at arm's length. If you want to catch those deals before someone else does, you have to shed the weight of tradition like dead skin. Start thinking beyond the usual benchmarks, beyond the numbers and projections alone. See the energy, the chaos, the fire behind a founder's vision. Don't try to tame it, channel it. Demand that you align not just on opportunity, but on values, on mission, on the kind of future you're ready to shape together. Because any deal done without this kind of connection is just a transaction waiting to fall apart. In this moment, your biggest challenge and your biggest opportunity are the same: to break the illusion that the system has it all figured out. It doesn't. It's designed to handle the many, the average, the compliant. But you're built for the few, the radical, the rare, the misunderstood. You need to become the only partner who can see past the noise to that hidden flame burning in a founder's eyes. The partner who won't tame it, won't stifle it, but will forge it into something unstoppable. The path forward is clear. Don't just compete for deals. Cultivate the network the world has ignored. Connect fiercely with founders who won't settle for being processed, packaged, or made palatable. Build partnerships where freedom isn't a buzzword, but a practice. Where every investment is a spark between two fires, not a cold transaction. Where the edge isn't feared, but sought out with open arms. Because in the end, the ones who skip funds, those best deals, they're not rejecting capital. They're rejecting captivity. They want partners who don't just show up with money, but with a vision, with a willingness to burn with them, to become with them, to rewrite the rules, together, not to be shackled by them. You can be that partner. You can be the one who stops losing the best deals and starts shaping the future in ways everyone else only whispers about. But it demands truth, ruthless, unfiltered truth, the kind that strips away pride and fear alike. It demands you ask yourself, are you ready to break the system, to break your own limits, to burn brighter than anyone thought possible? To become the rare few who don't just play the game, but invent the next one? The world's already changing. The question is, will you lead it, or will you watch from the sidelines as the rarest brilliance passes you by? The choice is yours, but missing it, that's no longer an option. Because the deals you want, the future you dream of, are already knocking, but they want more than your money. They want your fire. So rise, reach out, burn with those who dare to burn. Stop chasing the many, and start aligning with the few. Because the future isn't made by following the rules. It's made by breaking them, together.